Peace and one love. Y'all already know, man. It's your boy 2eiies. We got Snubbo in the building. What it do, gang?
Gang, gang.
You already know.
KOT, put your money where your mouth is. This is the best goddamn weekend they had.
You know what I'm saying? $50,000 on the line. You know what I mean? Even the two battles that they had before the tournament.
Promo battles, yeah, the two promo battles was fire.
Yeah, they let us know, like, you know what I mean? They looking for plates. That's what's going on out here. People looking for plates. And this guy right here, first battle, this guy right here, man, his whole team been battling. You know what I mean? I just had a conversation with you the other day about his battle, like what happened to him, what promotion he got off of it, things like that. I'm talking about Street Hymns. Street Hymns versus Lou Cypher.
1-4 for the Horseman.
Mm-hmm.
Lou Cypher, a vet, grind time standout. I've been watching this for a minute, so I've been know. Lou Cypher.
It's a dope battle. This is a dope battle here. They judged all their battles, even though this one wasn't in the tournament. But they wanted to make sure they with the wins and losses matter now as well in the culture. So got to be on the lookout for these wins and losses. So Street Hymns versus Lou Cypher, 3-round battle, dope battle. Street Hymns started off. Once again, when it comes to Street Hymns, man, him and his pen, you know what I mean, is real nice and intricate. You know what I mean. The thing about him, as far as me and watching him battle, you know what I mean, or whatnot, I like the battle rap mode. I like when you get into his battle rap mode, you know what I mean, or whatnot, because this is battle rap, and that's what Lou Cypher brought. That's what he brought, you know what I mean, to the battle. You know what I mean. He also brought rebuttals, things like that. He also brought up the whole Mook angle to him. You know what I mean. He used his parable line, how he do always the parable thing. You know what I mean. So this is a dope.
I was gonna say,
go ahead, Snub.
If you look at Lou Cypher and Street Hymns, Street Hymns is of Lou Cypher's family tree. He's before him, so I know because Lou Cypher was always the nerdy, intricate guy that could rap. That's what Street Hymns is. Now, what you were saying about Street Hymns early and when you first started, I agree with. Street Hymns can rap, but his references can be obscure, like I've always said. And sometimes he's so intricate, you can lose me. I need a couple listens to catch what you say.
That's a
Lou
fact.
Cypher can be the same way, but he's mastered the essence of mixing in straight punches with them slick, intricate punches. I don't think Street Hands mastered it. So I thought Street, but the first round, what stood out to me was the round of the bar of the round was I ain't got it all upstairs, but I got it outside. And then he stole his book bag and let me give you your props. Like that won the round. Like that's more than rapping. Like he was just like, I like to rap, but I like when you show showmanship. That's one thing that goes over a lot. People will be like, he just performed, or he just, when you put it all together, it was a better package. You know what I'm saying? Pause if need be. But I gave the first round clear to Lou Cypher, just for the extra antics.
Yeah, he also had that couple parallel sides at the end, that dollar sign. Yeah.
But Street Hymns, them nerd bars and Demon Slayer bars, I caught the Demon Slayer. I went up on all the nerd bars. He was rapping. So what you said about in the beginning is what I was saying, what won me for the second. He was rapping. And I think I got Lou with a short round, even though he had the Streets on Fire, Black Lives Matter, and the Mook angle. It was, to me, if it wasn't short, it wasn't much reaction because he went through it quicker.
Okay.
1-1 going to the third for me.
1-1 going to that third. He had a couple of rebuttals.
Yeah. They weren't super fire, but they was good.
He had a couple of rebuttals, did a nice cool round. I'm talking about Street Hymns. And
then he had Bible. That was the Bible bar round.
Yeah, that's the third.
The Bible bars in that one, the nerd bars in the first one. And like you said, the second one, in the first one, he was trying to show him that he can rap better. He even said that in his third round. First round, I showed you I could rap better. Second round was a nerd bar. I mean, Bible bar. I mean, a nerd bar. And the third round, he gave him the Bible bars. But like you said, Lou Cypher countered that and came back with the parables because that's his thing. Yeah. So it's like, if you know what I'm saying, if you follow street hymns, you appreciate what Lou Cypher did.
Yeah.
With them parable bars.
Yeah, it was like restarted, retarded, restart. You know what I'm saying? You know how they was going.
I like when he said, if somebody ran in here, I would like, what do you say, run by you or something? Yeah, to use you as a hymn.
I'll use you as a yeah.
Better him than me. Even though I saw it coming from a mile away, it's the way he executed it, the delivery. Mm-hmm. So I had it 2-1 Lou Cypher.
Yeah.
The judge.
He had that umbrella line in the second.
Umbrella Academy, and he rebutted it.
That's what, that's what I mean. So, yeah, and then also the fans gave it 85% to 15% Lou. You know what I mean? Once again, man, this was a good battle to start off the night.
Which is a popularity thing. It was a popularity thing. It wasn't 85-15. Lou just been around for a while. And it's a KOTD fan base, which was a Grind Time fan base. So
I could respect that. You know what I mean? Next battle we had was PC versus Deuce. PC versus Deuce, you know what I mean? I'm a big fan of Deuce, you know what I mean?
I'm glad you said that. I'm biased for Deuce, so I just want to say that before we get into it so nobody don't hate me there, but at least he said it's biased.
Yep, I'm a big fan of Deuce, man. And me, myself, you know what I mean? I'll be honest, you know, I had Deuce the first and the third, but that could be me being kind of biased. You know what I'm saying? I know he did do some stuttering and stuff in his second. He had the whole phone ring situation that was a freestyle though, actually, because he actually said on the
there wasn't no
recap,
phone ring.
On
I got an
recap.
iPhone too. That's your alarm. You know good set though. He always do props like that. But I don't care. The showmanship was great. You don't know if it was or if it wasn't, but I know that wasn't.
Well, he said the first thing. He said the first thing was his prop.
I know, but I'm saying I got an iPhone. The natural alarm that comes with your alarm clock with the iPhone is that setting. You have to switch your ringtone to that. That's an alarm. He could set it. Okay, he rapping. All right, about as soon as he knew it, he timed it. Because you probably timed your round.
He could time his reactions though, Snug.
Huh?
Can't time your reactions for it to go off like that.
That's true. But that is an alarm clock ring, not being a hater. Because like I said, I'm biased for Deuce. But I was just like, good time. I like that.
I'm trying to rock.
He didn't know it was him. He didn't know it was him. Okay. He the antic man. I can't believe it. It's like Jerry West saying, "Oh, that was
right."
Yeah.
Okay.
But I had first and second Deuce, and I gave a third to PC.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what my issue was, Snug.
Okay.
My thing for PC, his first and his third was a lot of on the same when it comes to 5-2s and 10-4s. For me, you know what I mean? His second seemed like he really wrote that, you know what I mean? Put that together far as like, this was just me. Far as like, okay, this is for Deuce, this is not, you know what I'm saying? The other was just bars, but a lot of references that I heard. You know what I mean?
But
so
look,
even on the judges.
I agree with that.
So when the judges said the third,
PC.
when the judges brought up his third, far as his references or whatnot, that's why I was wondering why didn't it say the same thing about the first? Because you know what I mean?
Because look, I honestly always thought that about PC. Like when he first came on the scene, no hate, I was like, Punchline Champion, who is this guy? And this is when I think it might have been Spit That Heat. But I've always thought he had 5-2s, not necessarily 10-4s, but 5-2s. You know what I'm saying? Like I've kind of heard that in the same way, but not the same wording. You know what I'm saying? So I also said in the beginning, I'm biased towards Deuce, so maybe I was looking like that for PC because I always thought that. But I'm glad you said that. I'm very glad you said that. I don't feel like a hater now.
Yeah, no, that's how it was. See, now for me, once again, this battle here was not part of the tournament. So if this was part of the tournament, I would expect it more. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I ain't gonna say expect it more, but it'd have been more like, okay, 2 weeks.
Deuce was slipping in the third, though.
Deuce was slipping in the second. Deuce was slipping and stumbling, bumbling in the second. The same round with the foam and everything else. That was that second.
Wait. I thought that was the fake choke.
That's the second.
I wasn't choking. I was still on that search, not finishing my sentences. Like that was a setup choke. He stumbled before that, a little stumble.
You talking about the second?
But he got back to that. Yeah.
That's the second, right?
That's what I got. Yeah. But
see,
he had
I
to
got
stumble.
PC winning that second.
I had Deuce winning it. Because look, I put fake choke, surf shit, not finishing my sentences, phone ring and prop. That phone ring at the end, how you flip that, that's another edge for me. I hate to say it like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was kind of fire. Like, no matter if he did it on purpose or not, it panned out greatly. Mm-hmm. So it's just like the fake choke make everybody be like, and then he said, no, I wouldn't choke.
But see, my problem with that was, Snub, he's like stumbled a little bit before he got to that.
Before that, that's what.
And then when he got into, but
that's what made it better for me. That's
what made it not hit as well for me.
Right. See, look, this is what it was for me. He was stumbling. I got worried. I'm a Deuce fan. Mm-hmm. And then it got to the choke. I'm like, oh, this gonna be 1-1. And he said, no, I wasn't choking. I was still on my search, not finishing my sentences. I'm just being real.
Okay.
So it's like the stumble might have helped it for me. Okay. Because I really thought he was going into that. Like,
okay. Hey, once again, yep. And when it came to this one, it was 60 to 40% PC, and all the judges gave it to PC as well. You know what I'm saying? When it came to that one. Now we getting into the tournament. Now we getting into the $50,000. You know what I mean? We had Eddie I once again. Shout out to Chef Trez. You know what I mean? I'm assuming he back well because he just had his battle versus Was he supposed to battle on RBE Snub?
He was, but I don't think he did. He didn't battle.
Was it O-Red?
Right. Yep.
Okay, so shout out to them. That battle went down yesterday. It has went down. I'm waiting on the VOD. So he's back well, things like that. But ADI was the person that took his place in the tournament from a fan vote. And so his opponent was So Severe. So it would have been So Severe
unfair
versus Chef Trez.
Unfair to So Severe. Which is unfair, bro. I won, you lost. We both get a week prep time.
Now let me say this, Snub. Now, I'm going to say this before I talk about the battle. You know what I mean? I was thinking that, you know what I mean? And I was thinking when it comes to the fairness and how a lot of things where they come to somebody replacing somebody and they're like, man, this opponent should already go to the next round and things like that that's been going on. I had that in mind. So when it comes to this battle, Snub, I personally had Eddie I winning this battle. But I just feel like, you know what I mean, that I put on here so severe because fair is fair. Because fair is fair on not advanced.
My stream was going in and out in the third. So I got first round, I just had So Severe. I like how he came out better. The second round, I had Eddie I. I had a 1-1 going to the third. My stream messed up on the beginning of both of them, so I can't judge it fairly. Okay. So I want to hear what you got to say.
I agree with you. What you got right there, 1-1. Now this is the third ADI. He came out with 2 rebuttals. You know what I mean? Now So Severe third was nice and good, but when it came to the end, Snub, he fell off, and he brought up the whole Beasley house thing and that whole whatever's going on with that little thing as far as the internet and all that.
Was it fire though?
It didn't hit well, Snub. Didn't no one in the room know what he was talking about. Didn't no one on the stream know what he was talking about. Ben Swayze actually came on and recapped it. You see what he said. So that's the only reason why a person would know what he was talking about is if you knew about, if you're a blogger or you went to, you know what I'm saying, you really know what's going on. But none of them know what he's talking about. I
felt like Ben could have just not said nothing. He could have just like a terrible bar like that's. You know what I'm saying? Don't get at no light and move on because nobody knew, like you said. So don't clear it up.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, that kind of, you know what I'm saying, fell flat things like that.
To so salute to you.
Yeah, that's a fact because I agree with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't say.
But if nobody knows what it is,
it's because nobody knows what. It's because nobody is what it is. Is
so leave it alone. So that's even better. Nobody even know what you talking about. No harm, no foul. Good. Wasted bar. We moving on. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
don't shed more light on it.
Well, I'm one of these, Snub. I fuck with Beasley. I fuck with URL.
Yeah.
So I'm like being
terrible bar.
Don't right.
It didn't even hit, and then move on. You see what I'm saying? Because people feel like, what is it? Who is it? They were talking about Beasley got fired.
Exactly. They knew exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So what? Let it go. Just let it go. We don't care. We don't have to bring up nobody's names. You just cool.
Right now, he just wanted to make sure he clear up easy
I
names.
know,
You know what
I
I'm
know. I
saying?
felt it. I was just like, bro, you're working on
Yeah.
KOTD right now.
So with that being said, Ben had Eddie winning, the other guys had So Severe winning, and the fan vote had actually had Eddie winning. And with that being said,
Fan vote gonna go to Eddie though.
So Severe end up going on to the next round. You know what I mean?
Now I want to say this because I wanted to say that I didn't see the third rounds before I said what I had to say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want to hear what you had to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that So Severe moves on because he should not have a week prep after he fair and square won and had one of the best performances of his weekend. Like that is very unfair to put somebody else who's a fan favorite up against me now. So if the judges would have had the 2-2, the fans giving it to Eddie anyway. That's so unfair, G. Why do I get a week prep time?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
Once
different if
again, like I
somebody
said, I don't
else.
know what's going on
What if
behind the
somebody in
scenes.
the East dropped out? If somebody in the East or Midwest drop out, the North drop out, and other opponent move on, make them two winners battle each other then. Maybe y'all might only have 3 weeks or 2
I think
weeks,
though
but
So
at least you
Severe had
battle
3 rounds, he was going to be able to go to the next round. That might
He
was the
should.
talk. That might was the talk behind the scenes. I'm not
I
saying it
hope so.
was, but I did
Yeah.
have Eddie winning this battle second and third.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
His
Okay. So the
delivery, his
chat wasn't
flow,
wrong. They
his
Eddie fans, but the chat
but
wasn't
the
wrong
check,
this time.
no, you know what I'm saying, or
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
Same thing, like I said, same thing about Ben. Ben, he had what you call winning as well. You know what I'm saying? And it was cut, you know what I'm saying, the third end of that third
Where he
angle,
tailed
it
off
just
and
ain't it didn't hit right at all. It
yeah,
didn't,
fell
you
flat.
know what I'm saying?
Fell
So
flat.
that's
Okay.
that's how
Okay.
that went. Then the next battle, so that means So Severe we
Woo.
going up against Saint. You know, now they
Yeah.
switch.
I want to
You
see
know what I'm
that.
saying?
And it sounded like he thought he was going up against Saint. He must got some same rounds already.
You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be going up against Saint. Next battle, we got Hayes the Family Man. Once again, this is Saya Boy, but he's known as Hayes the Family Man now. He went up against Clone. We know Clone,
Bullpen in this.
Bullpen. He had that dope
Both.
battle, the last one. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
This one right here, for me, it boiled down to who had the most punches. You know what I'm saying? Or whatnot. And then who punches was hitting
Hey,
heavier.
hey, I'm gonna say this. One guy hit a lot of straight punches and jabs with a couple haymakers, and the other
That's
one was
Clone.
throwing body punches and
That's Hayes.
haymakers.
That's Hayes.
Yeah, that's
that's that,
Hayes.
that's how that's you know what I'm saying.
It's like, gee, this is pick your poison battle. I personally had Clone winning, but I appreciate everything Saya did. Some of it fell flat. I know, you know, says Saya Boy popped out of there, but Clone said something like, "I will beat the Saya back out of
Out of
you."
you and take
Like, gee, like there's certain things that Clone was saying back to him, G, because I'm not a Clone fan, but these last two battles make me feel like I've been hating on him.
I had him
I
second and
did like
third,
his battle
snub.
versus KCJ, huh?
I had him second and third. I had Clone second and third.
See, look, I said judges gave it to Hayes. I had Clone first and second. Ooh,
So you
ooh,
had
see what
Clone
I'm saying?
first and second. I had Hayes winning that first one by edge. Because the
Mm.
clone only had a few, once again, a few of them heavy ones, and I had
Hey,
to.
and I'm glad you brought it right back. I love the way, shout out to Sid Vicious, vet, legend, you know what I'm saying? I love the way he was scoring it. Just like boxing, they show his tally marks to show you what he was doing. And as he was saying, is I count the punches in between if they clean and they land. So you're going to see a tally mark. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you know, and then you'll see the food. I like the way he's saying how he give his points out. But I got to clear something up, as y'all may have known. 2eiies, you was right. Most boxing matches are 10-9s. And depending on if they had weak rounds, it'd be 9-8.
Okay.
That means you had a bunch of not boxing going around. They're not giving you, neither one of you a 10 for that. So you'll get 9-8. But usually it's 10-9 rounds. I apologize. I said, I'm a boxing aficionado. No, I'm not. I had to Google that. Some told me to Google it because I'm just like, so I Googled some scorecards. I'm like, yeah, 2eiies is right.
My man.
But to say that, I would say Sid Vicious was doing good. Like, he couldn't write down a lot of bars, but what he was doing is like he showed me just how I do my tally marks. So they feel. I like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that means Hayes, the family man, he moves on, and I'm not sure who he will be battling next.
Mm-hmm.
I will be having that on the next recap.
Who else won in the West? He must have got Diz because they wanted both of them. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was Diz.
Clone was talking about Diz. Clone had a bar about going out west to a clone going out west to do the job that Joe Knight didn't or something like that.
Yeah.
That was fucking too. Gee, they cheated my man.
Yeah.
They cheated my man.
But what it is, G. Once again, you said it
though, G. I would rather
seen
Clone face to face with this.
He gonna get that battle later, but you said it though, Snub. One person just had boom, and with another one coming at them, and Clone was just like, you know what I'm saying, bam, jab,
it
bam.
was like Rocky versus
you know what I'm
Mr. T, Club Lane. We know who was winning. Your face show who winning. You almost went down a couple times. You took a knee, got back up.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was pop, 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 pop. I was like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. But
I like that judgment. I ain't gonna lie.
This is definitely a dope. This was better than last week. I didn't talk about last week, man.
John, all that gas.
It just wasn't hidden. But this week, these battles, they was worth me jumping on here and letting y'all know about them. Man, I think King of the Night, they might put them all together. They might put all these together and drop them as far as they rounds or something like that. Cause they haven't dropped none. That'd be dope if they do it like that. You know what I mean? To drop them on their YouTube channel each round, something like that. Maybe after it's over with. But man, this was a dope one, y'all. See y'all next week. We will be what will be over East Snub?
Yep, over East to the East, my brother to the East.
To the East. This your boy 2eiies, New Midwest Media. Like, subscribe, share, Snubbo, what it do? Gang.